Imagine inheriting a secret, one spanning centuries. Not, gold or jewels, but a truth so profound it could literally reshape our understanding of history. That's really the thrilling core of our deep dives today.
Yeah, it's quite something. We're going to unpack a truly complex and fast-paced narrative. It all kicks off with a mysterious letter from the distant past, then leads to this enigmatic puzzle
And
box.
then, boom, right into the middle of this high-stakes journey, you've got two ex-Special Forces operatives trying to protect this unsuspecting woman who's just caught right in the crossfire.
Exactly. And the source material we're drawing on, it lays out this sequence of events, just packed with specific details, unexpected connections, and, well, some really pulse-pounding action.
It really does feel like a historical treasure hunt has just collided head-on with a modern-day spy thriller, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So our mission for you listening is to piece together this intricate puzzle. We want to extract the most crucial insights, help you understand these surprising connections.
And really illuminate how a 16th century apothecary's final act could ignite a present-day mystery that, well, potentially changes everything.
Okay, so let's dive in. We need to start back, way back. June 17th, 1566, Salon de Provence, France.
Right. And there's this highly renowned apothecary, Michel. Just 15 days before his death, he was 62. He does something pretty extraordinary.
He seals a letter and some other crucial documents inside a small wooden box.
Now, the really intriguing part here is that this box, it wasn't mentioned in his official will.
No, not at all. But the source material is explicit. Its contents were far, far more valuable than his entire estate. Michel had apparently crafted this secret codicil to his will. Only his lawyer knew about it.
And it detailed exactly what to do with the box
Yeah.
and when.
Precisely. I mean, think about that dedication. He was willing to risk his reputation after death, defy the norms of his time, just to ensure this message, this final warning, really reached the future clearly.
That tells you something about the weight of the secret, doesn't it?
It really does. And to make sure his wishes were followed, he set up a trust fund.
A trust fund. To pay people.
Yeah, to actually compensate guardians of the secret generation after generation. Like the Keller family, who we'll get to, they were just given a date, simple instructions. They had no idea what they were protecting, just guarding this profound secret unknowingly.
Wow. And this Michel, his public writings were apparently quite ambiguous.
Very likely to avoid prosecution for dark arts, which was a huge deal back then. Serious stuff. But this final letter, the one in the box, totally different, intentionally straightforward.
His last chance to explain himself.
Exactly. A final crystal clear warning to humanity. And that deliberate clarity, well, it really hints at his true identity, something that becomes critical later on.
Okay, so we've set the scene in the 16th century. Now let's jump forward. Present day.
Yeah,
This secret is about to burst into the modern world.
right. Geneva, Switzerland, December 1st. We meet Louis Keller. He's a professor, business and economics, University of Lausanne.
And he's fulfilling a promise.
A 32-year promise to his dying father, opening a safe deposit box at Capital Savings. But the source says his anxiety isn't like excitement. It's relief, finally getting this decades-long obligation off his shoulders.
Okay, so Keller's in Geneva. Meanwhile, totally unconnected, it seems, over in Pittsburgh.
Yes, an unsuspecting schoolteacher from Philadelphia, Ashley Duvall. She's at a black tie charity gala, University of Pittsburgh's Cathedral of Learning.
And she's there for a specific reason.
She is. She wants to find Jonathon Payne and David Jones.
Ah, the adventurers.
Yeah.
Because of that newspaper article.
Exactly. The Philadelphia Inquirer. It mentioned their recent adventures in Greece, finding one of the largest treasures in the history of mankind. The media called it the Lost Throne.
So she thinks they can help her with something.
With the peculiar letter she'd received, she hoped they could shed some light on it.
And this is where things go sideways. Fast.
Well, incredibly fast. Moments after meeting Payne and Jones, Ashley is shot. Killed instantly.
A sniper.
A sniper. Jean-Pierre Allard, ex-Belgian Special Forces, right outside Heinz Chapel.
Wow. Just like that. That immediately tells you the stakes are sky high.
Absolutely. Someone is willing to kill publicly to get that letter or stop whatever it represents.
Which brings us properly to Payne and Jones. Tell us about them. Former maniacs.
That's right. An elite Special Forces unit. The name's an acronym: Marines, Army, Navy, Intelligence, Air Force, Coast Guard. Gives you an idea of their background.
Diverse skill set, then.
Extremely. Payne's the tactical mind, described as humble, a leader. Jones is the sharp-witted private detective type, encyclopedic memory, very adaptable.
A formidable team.
Definitely. And they need to be, because the violence just escalates immediately.
Right, the sniper, Ellard.
He gets hit by a bus while fleeing Payne. Almost instant karma, you could say, but it doesn't stop the threat.
No.
No. There's a second attempt on Payne and Jones's lives, then a third. Different cities, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, different gunmen, but just as skilled.
So it's not just one rogue killer. It's organized.
Clearly. Which raises the big question for you. Who are these attackers, and why are they so relentless? What did Ashley have?
And you can see why Payne and Jones wouldn't back down, despite the danger, the body count.
No, they know they've stumbled onto something huge, way bigger than a typical case.
Which, of course, circles back to that letter, the one Ashley died for.
Let's talk about that letter. It's just a single sheet of paper, folded many times. Looks like French at first glance.
But it's not.
Not quite. It's actually a mixture. Several ancient languages woven together, incredibly difficult to decipher, a real linguistic puzzle box in itself.
Okay, so how do they even begin to tackle that?
Well, thankfully, that leads them to Peter Ulster. He's the director of the Ulster Archives in Kusendorf, Switzerland, described as boy-like, but brilliant.
The Ulster Archives. Their family has a history, right? Smuggling artifacts during World War II.
That's the one, protecting them. And the archives have this unique mission, sharing knowledge, not holding it. So Ulster is crucial here, probably the only person who can make sense of this thing.
So what does he find?
His breakthrough is pretty amazing. First, he painstakingly identifies 6 distinct ancient languages in the text.
6. Which ones?
French, Greek, Hebrew, Italian, Latin, and Provençal.
Wow.
And he figures out the author deliberately varied the language, never using the same one twice in a row, adding layers of complexity. It's like it was designed to resist translation.
That's incredible, but there's more, isn't there? Something about ink?
Ah, yes, the real stroke of genius. Ulster theorizes the author used phosphorescent ink, UV ink.
Visible only under black light.
Exactly, which is incredibly forward-thinking for someone writing centuries ago, focused on getting a message far into the future. Astonishing foresight.
So under the black light, what does it show?
It reveals a hidden watermark, a crucial clue. CS 1566, Quai du Mont Blanc, Genève.
CS 1566, capital savings, the bank teller went to, and Geneva.
You got it. A direct, undeniable link, past and present right there, pointing them straight to Geneva.
Okay, so they have a location, they have the letter partially figured out. But who is hunting them? Who sent the killers?
Right. The antagonist. We're introduced to François Dubois, nickname Frankie Death.
Doesn't sound friendly.
Not at all. He's described as a highly sophisticated French crime lord based in Bruges, Belgium, but full of contradictions.
How so?
Educated at the Lycée Louis-le-Grand, one of France's top schools. Impeccable taste, but underneath, utterly brutal.
And he has a connection to all this.
A deep, almost fanatical fascination with prophecy, especially Nostradamus.
Nostradamus. So, Michel, the apothecary.
We're getting there. Dubois' obsession apparently stems from his childhood. He claimed to have vivid dreams that came true. His mother encouraged this supposed gift.
So he believes in this stuff personally. It's not just greed.
It seems deeply personal. It explains his relentless drive to acquire these ancient secrets. He sees them as keys to his own destiny, maybe?
And how did he connect Payne and Jones, or this letter, to Nostradamus?
He believed that lost throne they found in Greece, the one in the papers, was somehow tied to Nostradamus' prophecies. Then he got tipped off about the letter's existence by a finance student, Martin Miller.
The student? How?
Miller overheard professors discussing some ancient document connected to Nostradamus, vague, but enough for Dubois, given his obsession. That's what triggered the pursuit.
And his methods are, as we've seen, ruthless.
Absolutely. Sending highly trained assassins, multiple attempts. He'll eliminate anyone. Human life is just collateral damage in his quest.
Okay, so while Payne and Jones are dealing with Dubois' assassins and figuring out the letter, there's another key person dragged into this.
Right. Megan Moore, Ashley Duvall's neighbor.
How does she get involved?
She's the one who receives the envelope with the letter after Ashley. Well, after Ashley is killed, she finds it.
Oh, wow. So she's suddenly holding this incredibly dangerous thing.
Exactly. The source mentions she was orphaned young. She's resilient, but understandably terrified and confused by everything suddenly happening.
And there was something else, wasn't there? A text message.
Yes, this is really strange. Even before Ashley's murder, Megan got this cryptic text message out of the blue.
What did it say?
Your fortune waits for you. Protect it with your life. Death shall visit those untrue. Blood of his first wife.
Chilling. Blood of his first wife. What does that even mean?
Well, Payne and Jones, working with Megan, start trying to decipher these verses. It's like a riddle about her.
Okay.
City of Brothers, that's Philadelphia where she lives.
Right. Makes sense.
Philly with no mother, that clearly points to Megan being an orphan.
Okay. Getting personal.
Then it gets really interesting. A lover from the lost line. They figure out it's a pun.
A pun.
Yeah, a more from the lost line, her last name, indicating her lineage is important.
Wow. Okay, so what about the last line? Blood of his first wife.
This is the bombshell. It connects Megan's ancestry directly to Nostradamus.
See Nostradamus himself? How?
To his first wife and children who tragically died of the Black Death centuries ago. The implication is huge. Megan is a descendant, part of this lost line.
So she's the key, her bloodline.
It seems so. Not just a random person who got the letter, but someone intrinsically linked to its origin. A key insight, really. It's not just about the message, but the messenger's heritage.
Which brings us back full circle almost to
Right.
Bowie Keller in Geneva, the guardian.
Exactly. He reveals his instructions from Nostradamus were, as he puts it, short but explicit.
Which were?
4 strangers would show up at his door exactly 2 weeks after he opened the box. His only job. Describe how he opened it, how the box worked, give it to them, and say, adieu, goodbye.
And he had no idea about the text message Megan got, or the letter Ashley had.
None whatsoever. He was just the latest link in this centuries-long chain of guardians, fulfilling his duty.
So the puzzle box itself, what was it like?
Exquisite, apparently. Lindenwood, decorated with astrological patterns, and the locking mechanism. Ingenious.
How did it work?
4 corner knobs. Each knob had 3 numbers on it. A combination lock, essentially, but more complex.
And Keller knew some combinations.
He knew 2 from the instructions. Nostradamus' death date, July 2, 1566. And the date Keller himself opened the box, December 1st of that year.
So 2 combinations open something or are part of the process. What about the third?
That's where Megan comes in again, by looking at the numbers on the dials that hadn't been used in the first 2 combinations.
Don't tell me.
She realizes, shockingly, the final combination is her own birth date, March 25, 1982.
Her birthday. Wow. So the box was literally waiting for her, the descendant.
It seems so. That lineage connection hinted at in the text is now physically encoded into the lock mechanism. It solidifies her role completely.
So what happens when she enters her birth date?
There's this loud pop, and a small panel about 3 inches square ejects from the front of the box.
And inside, gold, jewels, the fortune.
Inside is a single rolled-up piece of parchment.
Just parchment.
Just parchment. And this is where that idea of treasure gets completely flipped on its head. The real fortune, the thing protected for centuries, isn't monetary wealth.
What is it then?
It's a large, unfolded document, described as looking like a roadmap, covered in words, dates, straight lines connecting things. This is the journal, the real treasure Nostradamus left.
A roadmap of prophecies, of history.
That's the implication. It shifts the whole thing, doesn't it? From a treasure hunt to a quest for knowledge, potentially world-altering knowledge. That's the key insight here. Information is the ultimate prize.
Okay, so now they have this potentially explosive document. What about Dubois?
Right. The final confrontation, Payne and Jones head to Bruges, and they get creative with weapons. Smuggling them in a crate marked fragile artifacts. Pretty clever.
And they confront him at his place, Chateau Dubois.
They do. Payne tries a strategic approach first. He lays out the mutual assured destruction idea. Basically, if you fight us, everything blows up. Your operations, our secrets, everything exposed.
Trying to force a standoff.
Yeah, a high-stakes gamble. But Dubois, well, he's Dubois. He chooses violence.
So a firefight.
Oh, yeah. And the source really highlights the sheer lethality and precision of Payne and Jones. First at the chateau, then later there's another fight at the Beau Rivage Hotel in Geneva.
They're ex-maniacs, after all.
Exactly. Jones, using things like an M24 sniper rifle, an F2000 assault rifle with a grenade launcher, it showcases their elite training. They handle the chaos with terrifying efficiency against Dubois' trained forces.
Did they get Dubois?
They do. Captured alive.
And does he reveal anything useful about the throne, the prophecies?
He confirms that the lost throne from Greece was, in his words, a fake. A decoy, maybe, but he insists the prophecies associated with it were real, or at least he believed they were. His obsession was always about the predictive power, not the object itself.
Huh. Interesting. And was there anything else? about how this whole secret was maintained for so long.
One final piece. Jones's contact at the Pentagon, Randy Raskin, digs into that trust fund set up by Nostradamus.
The one paying the Guardians.
Yeah. Turns out it's managed by a shell company. And this company, it basically consists of just 2 mailbox offices.
Meaning?
Meaning it's incredibly well hidden. Deep cover. It implies this wasn't just a simple trust, but a sophisticated, hidden network operating in the shadows for centuries to protect the box and its eventual recipient.
Wow. So generations of planning, a deadly pursuit, a descendant found, a puzzle box opened.
And what they have now isn't gold, but a document, that roadmap, which is really just the next layer of the mystery, isn't it?
Absolutely. So when you step back and look at everything we've unpacked today,
Yeah.
what does it all really mean?
Well, we've uncovered this incredible direct link across centuries, straight back to Nostradamus. We've seen a puzzle box intricately tied to a specific bloodline, Megan's lineage.
And face down this formidable enemy, Dubois, driven by his own strange obsessions.
Exactly. And the crucial takeaway, I think, is that the true fortune here, the thing worth guarding for nearly 500 years, wasn't material wealth. It was knowledge, information, contained in that centuries-old roadmap.
Which leaves us, and you, with some pretty big questions, doesn't it?
It really does. What further secrets does this roadmap hold? How exactly will it connect Megan's bloodline to Nostradamus' actual prophecies in ways we can't even guess yet?
And, maybe more profoundly, in a world where we've seen ancient secrets can spark such lethal modern conflicts, what responsibility comes with holding that kind of knowledge?
That's the core of it. If this document is as old as we think, if it's literally beaten death by surviving and revealing itself now, what might it tell us about the nature of time itself? That's something to really chew on.